So, how about that game last night? No, seriously, how about that game last night? I didn't really watch any of the game at all. Seeing as how I already knew that the Falcons were going to win, and, the Giants have been playing so terribly. Like, I have no idea what the score is. I'm actually about to look it up right now. Hey, you're going to get to see my live reaction. And, yep, I was right. Falcons won. Although 23-20, it leads you to believe that either the Falcons had a rough day, or the Giants are having a surprisingly good one. They just couldn't put it out at the end. Yeah, call me crazy, but I'm pretty sure the Giants are already done for the season in terms of whether or not they're going to the playoffs. They are. I mean, I think they've only won like one game so far, and Lord, if I can remember it. I mean, I think it's time I point out the elephant in the room with you Giants fans. It's that Eli Manning just isn't very good anymore. He's not. Last year Ben McAdoo got fired for a number of reasons. And before that, he actually tried benching Eli, knowing that Eli really wasn't very good anymore. And it actually seemed to work for you guys. But the vast majority of Giants fans, not saying the people watching this show would believe this, got all up in arms because, of the nostalgia effect. I mean, it's Eli Manning. He got us 2 Super Bowl wins. That's great, but I forget where this saying comes from. I forget if it's from a poem or from a book, but the saying goes, nothing gold can stay. What it boils down to is that all good things don't last forever. Take a look at Eli's brother Peyton, for instance, who, I'm perfectly honest, I really didn't think was very good either. He was very much overhyped for me, but I'll get into that a little bit later, I guess. That, Peyton Manning was considered to be like one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, even though I personally didn't really think that way. And, with the plethora of injuries and everything just happening to him, and the fact that the Colts got rid of him when, frankly, they shouldn't have, just goes to show that, Eli's time was up. I mean, I'm sure some of you guys think, what about Tom Brady? What about Tom Brady? Well, Tom Brady, love him or hate him, he's considered to be the greatest of all time because he knew right away that at some point, even he's going to give out in terms of athletic performance. That's why he painstakingly has that rigorous diet that everyone either makes fun of him for, respects him for, or both. That's just what it is. I mean, again, Tom Brady, love him or hate him, he's very well aware that nothing in life lasts forever. That's why, again, that diet, that crazy diet that he, his wife, and his children are on, that's why he does it. He's very well aware of the fact that he's not going to be playing football forever. And he's very well aware of the fact that something is going to happen to him one day. Whether it's going to be like an injury or pretty soon he'll have to, hang up the jersey, I guess. Actually, when you retire from football, what is the saying for it? No, I'm sure I'm probably just overanalyzing it. But yeah, even he's going to have to stop playing football at some point. That's why he's trying to make a name for himself now. And it all comes down to planning ahead, which is exactly what he's doing. It sounds silly, but you can't argue with the results. So, yeah. I guess the real saying through all this is children eat your green vegetables. Anyway, happy Tuesday, everybody. Can't believe it took me this long to say that. So, yeah, we're Tuesday now. And, yeah, everything else is pretty fine. You know, last night made myself some chicken noodle soup. Actually, this chicken noodle soup was actually especially delicious because I actually put kale in my soup. Yeah, it was basically a mock Olive Garden soup, salad, and breadsticks dinner for me. Like chicken noodle soup, a salad, and like those miniature biscuits that you make in the oven for, again, soup, salad, and breadsticks or whatever. So, yeah, overall it was a very good dinner. I had some left over, so I have some for lunch as well, which is gonna be nice. You know, I've actually been thinking about doing something for, well, actually, before I continue on, I do need to ask. I know Halloween is this weekend, pretty much, because even though Halloween is next Wednesday, come on, no one's going to celebrate Halloween after on the weekend of November 3rd. Is that what it is? I know Daylight Savings Time is, like, immediately after Halloween, like November 4th. But, yeah. So, does anyone know if any parties are going on? And second of all, I need to think of a costume for me. Like, really, really soon. Because I am running out of time. I mean, I gave a few ideas, and there is one more I'm going to do. But in order to get that, you would have to be a South Park fan. I'll say nothing else. But let's just say, if you knew what it was, you would think it's awesome. Anyway. So, yeah. This week is already starting to be pretty crazy in terms of, I mean, although, good news for us fellow Cowboys fans, we traded for Amari Cooper. I mean, you can take that with a grain of salt if you want, but I'll gladly take this first round. I mean, I'll gladly take a first round pick over, or take Amari Cooper over a pick that may or may not be a bust. At least with Amari Cooper, we know his track record. We know he's very good. He's made 2 Pro Bowls. So, yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident. You know, and the best part is, since the Cowboys have a bye week this week, that means Amari Cooper has extra time to prepare for our next game, which he should hopefully be playing in. I really don't know what the ramifications are if you trade to a new team, whether you start as soon as possible or not. Again, that's up for the Dallas Cowboys to decide, not me. So, yeah, there's that. I've been itching my eye. Darn it. It's weird when you have an itch in your eye, ladies and gentlemen, because, like, you're trying to, because, like, you can't really get it unless you, like, pull on your eyelashes, but that can either make it worse or make it better. And then you end up, like, ripping off some of your eyelashes. Just awful. Anyway. I just gave you guys a very disturbing image now, didn't I? So, yeah, anyway, I've been thinking, would you guys ever want me to try doing a video game related stuff for these videos? Like me actually playing video games and like showing you guys me playing them, I guess. Like a let's play, if you will. I mean, I don't even have remotely any of the good equipment set up. The only things I would be able to do is like hold this camera in place and then show my computer screen or my television as I'm playing them. Because there's really not much I could do. I mean, it's just food for thought. I mean, there's plenty of other stuff I mean, this week I'm going to try and see The Hate U Give if it's still playing at Regal. Which I hear is a very good movie. In fact, if all goes well, that movie's going to be an Oscar contender, which I hope it is. Fun fact about The Hate U Give, which I figured out, the reason why the U in The Hate U Give is the letter U instead of YOU is because it's an acronym. The Hate U Give. Thug. So, there you go. That works. That totally works. And I still need to think of a costume for Halloween. I mean, I'm not going to do something as simple as put a white sheet with holes over my eyes and go as a ghost or whatever. Because it's for a number of reasons why I'm not doing that. Although Bill did on King of the Hill once, so I guess there's that. Let's see. What else can I use for Halloween? I guess I can do that old Taco Bell commercial and go as being full. Yeah, if you guys remember the old Taco Bell commercials, like they had this one meal that was promoting like it would fill you up in terms of, making you full after a meal. And then they show this one guy in a Halloween costume, and one guy walks up and says, "So what are you supposed to be?" He says, "I'm full." And then he's like, "Oh, okay." It was actually a really stupid commercial. In fact, I'm going to see if I can find it to show you guys. Because, again, this commercial really, really, really was stupid. It was far from being one of the worst commercials I'd ever seen, don't get me wrong. I have seen crazier, stupid, even scarier commercials. There's still one involving Quaker Oats that still traumatizes me to this day. But I'll get into that another time. Well, yeah, I don't want to traumatize you now. I mean, it's only Tuesday, and even though Halloween is basically on the horizon, I'd rather wait until Halloween to actually scare you as opposed to, scaring you now, and so you're not as scared later on down the line. Although, I am very much excited for Halloween, ladies and gentlemen. I know I haven't really shown as much enthusiasm for Halloween as I did for stuff like Valentine's Day, or Independence Day, or St. Patrick's Day. But I really am looking forward to this. I really am. In fact, again, if I wasn't excited for Halloween, I wouldn't constantly be thinking about what costume I was going to have. So, I guess I have that going for me. But, in the end, if nothing else, one thing I know I do have going for me is making these videos. Sometimes I can't help but laugh at myself a little bit whenever I make this face. Oh, well. Well, you guys know the drill. Please like, favorite, share, and hit that subscribe button. I could really use the support on YouTube. Follow me on the social media platforms of YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And, as always, I'm very humbled I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I'm very hopeful that we all have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. And remember, if any of you guys ever want to talk or chat, I'm always going to be here to lend an ear, and I'm always going to have your back. Take care, everybody.